Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Tavishima Ayede. I'm the host. I'm a former lawyer turned business consultant. And what I do here every day is I solve business problems. And the problem we're going to be looking at today is on how to use WhatsApp groups for effective business promotions. So the problem essentially is that uh, lots of us, business owners, self employed people, entrepreneurs, founders, whatever it is you call yourself, you're bringing something to the market. And of course, you're anxious and you're looking for ways to be able to talk about what it is that you do, how to spread the message. And one easy opportunity or one opportunity that seems to be within view is to use WhatsApp groups. So, not just WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. So, essentially, we're talking about WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, Telegram groups, whatever groups it is. So, some of you business owners, founders, whatever, you have rightfully discerned that this is a good avenue that you can use to promote what it is that you do, to talk about your product, to talk about your service, to talk about your offering. But unfortunately, in your zeal, you are not really thinking about the best way to go about this. And you are wasting time in these groups. Sorry, not time. You're wasting money in these groups because at the end of the day, it always turns out to be a paid promotion kind of thing. Like, oh, you want to talk about my business? You want to talk about your business? I'm the founder of this group. I'm the admin of this group. Okay, pay me. So you end up spending money on these groups, and unfortunately, not in the most effective way. By that, what I mean is, you spend money, you run the advertisement, you run the campaign, you run the whatever, and at the end of the day, you don't get any sales. So those are the sorts of things that we're looking at this morning. Now, if you'd love to connect with me, you can call me, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080 Also, if you don't have 20, 30 minutes to listen to podcast episodes, then ask to be joined to the WhatsApp group. And from there, you're going to get PDF summaries, 5 pages max, average, about 3 to 5 minutes to read. Then you can get the lowdown on all the things we spoke about in the podcast episodes, and you're going to get the summary and the takeaway, the key points, and all that jazz. Okay, excuse me. So back to the question now. Basically, how I put it, I'm here today just to tell you guys stop using WhatsApp for business promotions. Stop using WhatsApp groups for business promotions. So, like I said in the intro, yeah, WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Facebook groups, easy pickings. I mean, they're there, they're available. 500 people, 1,000 people, no matter how big, everybody is there already congregating around problems that your product or service solves. And you think, let me get there and let me drop my message. One case in particular that I'm dealing with right now is for my client who is in the prop tech space. So they are a real estate property inspection firm, and they have an algorithm that is going to help Nigerians in diaspora to search for properties and land and stuff like that, just to be sure that everything is legit before you buy. So the my client, of course, figured out that, oh, it's a good idea. Let me go ahead and let me join some WhatsApp groups for Nigerians in diaspora, for people who are returnees, people who used to be abroad and who are thinking of coming back. So they found some returnee WhatsApp communities, and they are trying to advertise an offering in the group. But however, there's a problem with this approach, and you will find that if you are trying to do a similar strategy, you will find that actually you are facing these problems as well. So the problem is this: my client is not a member of the group. He's not a member. He has just seen from outside that, oh, this looks like a healthy, vibrant group. Then my client, because he's not a member of the group, he is not active on the group. You have to be a member first before you can be active, Abby. Then, because he's not a member of the group, because he's not active on the group, he is not known by the group. I hope you guys are beginning to see how the problem begins to fester. You're not a member of the group. Because of that, you're not active on the group. Because you're not active on the group, you are not known by the group. And because of that, there's no organic way for you to get your message out or to build authentic relationships or partnerships with other people who can help you in the future. What you are reduced to doing now is you now have to pay the administrator of the WhatsApp group to drop your content and then you leave. What form, when it drops the WhatsApp group, you can't see, you don't know, and you have no control. Who sees it and when, you have absolutely no control. You just take one piece of content and you hand it over to the WhatsApp admin. You will negotiate a fee, you pay the fee, and then that's it. From that point on, you are blind. You don't know what's going on. You're not active in the community. Now that's a problem. And this thing is not going to yield results. And I'm going to explain to you in a few moments why this thing is not going to yield results. Just in case there's anybody here, like my client, who is trying to try this kind of moves. Oh, some of you will ask, okay, if he's your client, why don't you stop him? Well, unfortunately, the thing is, when you're a consultant, people pay you for advice. It doesn't mean that they're going to take your advice. Sometimes people are bent on doing whatever it is that they want to do. My own approach is, well, I've told you like 5 or 6 times, and it doesn't look as if you're going to lose much money anyway. So, yeah, no problem. Go ahead. Because sometimes that's how people learn. Like over the weekend, somebody has come back to me to say, you know what, you actually were right, blah, 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 this and this and that. We're going to we're going to take dressing. The problem is, they said, yeah, you were right, after spending over about ₦1 million. Anyway, let's continue. So, when you are not active in these communities, you are a stranger. Your message is an interruption. You are not familiar with the culture of the group. You're not familiar with the dynamics of the group. You're not familiar with the lingo of the group. So all these things are even important when it comes to crafting the advertisements, crafting the content, crafting whatever it is that you want to put on the group. You're not there. You're a stranger, so you don't know. So even when you pay this group admin, because the group admin, everybody's trying to take advantage of the group now. So he just wants to collect his own pound of flesh. Let's just be honest. You do your best, you create a group, you're trying to put some value out into the world, and then it looks as if everybody wants to use your platform to be spamming people. At the end of the day, you'll be like, what the hell, I beg. At least let me make some money from it. And that's why they'll be charging you all these outrageous fees. So because you're not active in the community, you're a stranger, whatever it is that you put out there is going to be an interruption, and it is not going to be taken well by the community, because whatever it is you create is going to stick out like a sore thumb. The fact that the group is dedicated to Nigerians in diaspora does not necessarily mean that housing or real estate or whatever might be one of their concerns. Maybe it's a returnee group, but maybe in that particular group, the kinds of things that they talk about more are, maybe the hassles of getting a job or the hassles of starting a business when you get back into Nigeria. So if it's that kind of group where what do you call them? IJJBs, I just got back. So the IJGGBs, whatever you call them, are talking about, oh, I'm back in Nigeria, finding a job is hard, starting a business is hard, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, bam, your paid promotion on a prop tech, your paid promotion on a real estate app, comes up. The thing just sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, nobody here is talking about real estate. We're all talking about how to find job. We're all talking about how to build a business. Like, where's this advertisement coming from? Or where's this message coming from? People just ignore. So you have to be in the room. You have to read the room before you start trying to insert yourself into the room. So for those of you who are trying to use WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Facebook groups, whatever it is for business promotions, but you are not a member of the group, you have not been active on the group, you have not been engaging on the group, Don't expect that whatever it is you pay the admins for will yield results. The admin is going to take your money because, of course, they need the money. Who doesn't need the money? Then also another mistake that my client is making, and a lot of you make, because I see this happen all the time. You guys only pay for one piece of content. See, this is how WhatsApp groups work. Even if you look at your family group where there are 300 of you, the thing is, people post a lot in those groups every day. You can wake up in the morning and then see that from last night until when you woke up, there were like maybe 80 messages. Now, if you only pay for one message and that message goes up at midnight, between midnight and 6 in the morning, you really think a ton of messages won't come in and then push your own message down the chain? Honestly speaking, you paid for one piece of content. I can assure you, WhatsApp groups are busy, Facebook groups are busy, Telegram groups are busy. Nobody has seen what it is that you posted because the admin posted it at 12:01. By 12:03, six more messages came in. Another 20 minutes later, another five messages came in. And you know how these things are now. When you wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, 80 messages, people start from the most recent one. They scroll a bit and like, you know what? And then they just flash it. So, congratulations, you paid for one piece of content. Nobody in the WhatsApp group, nobody in the Facebook group, nobody in the Telegram group, nobody in the whatever group has seen your message. Your content has been pushed down. Excuse me. Your links have been pushed down. You haven't gotten any visibility on what it is that you posted. And that, my dear friends, is the reason why trying to use WhatsApp groups for business this way does not lead to any conversions. So don't be angry that you paid a group admin, 50K or 100K or whatever, and you only sent one message. At the end of the day, you didn't get any business. That's 100K wasted. 100K wasted. Excuse me. It's not as if the WhatsApp group admin did you 419. He didn't do you 419. It is what it is. Those are just the dynamics. You're an outsider, you're a stranger. Your message came in. The few people that saw it, the thing fell flat because you're not a member of the community. You don't know the culture. You don't know their concerns. You don't know what it is that they're trying to achieve on a daily. You don't know the kind of lingo that they use. So your message even stands out like a sore thumb. Then lots of messages came and they just drowned the whole thing out. So you have no chance for conversions. You don't have any chance of getting customers by doing that. Okay, I've gone on and on about what the problem is. So let's try and look at some solutions because we've already gone past 10 minutes. So, well, number one, instead of just dropping a single piece of content, maybe what you can do is negotiate for a pin message. Like the guy will drop it, but then he'll also pin it on the group, maybe for 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. I mean, you guys can work something out. At least if the message is pinned, maybe there's a hope that some people will see it because there's some people who check pinned messages, like when they open the inbox and then they see that, oh, admin has pinned something. Okay, let me go and check it. So maybe that's a solution. I don't know if it'll work, but hey, it's worth a try. The solution, honestly, that comes most naturally to me, that I think the most effective is let's stop this whole single message thing. We need to try and see how we can get a series of messages in there over a time window, which is the reason why I think it's best for you to be a member of the community and be embedded in the community. Because, oh, he's one of us now. He's doing this thing. Let us support him. With that kind of attitude, who knows? You might be able to, they might allow you, one message every day, for the next 1 week. Because, oh, he's our guy. But if that's too much for work for you and you want to pay, okay, no problem. Don't pay for one message. Pay for multiple messages over a certain time window and specify. Talk to the group admin. When is the group busiest? Oh, okay, this time. Okay, no problem. So can we have 2 messages per hour within this time frame over the next 7 days? Thinking of it with a campaign mentality that this is a campaign we're going to execute is a lot better than thinking about it like, oh, we'll just drop one post and go. If you pay 100K or 50K for one post and then just go, don't expect to see customers from that. Don't. You won't. So try and negotiate. Let it be a paid message or be a member of the community so that people like, is our boy, they want to support you. They'll allow you to post organically for free. Or if you're going to pay for a series of messages. But the long term solution, actually, for those of you who think, oh, I'm doing a startup, excuse me, oh, I'm doing a startup in the blockchain space, and the Nigeria has lots of vibrant blockchain communities on WhatsApp and on Facebook and on Telegram. Oh, let me just go and spam that community. No, 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 no. What you do is embed yourself in the community. Embed yourself in the community. Be a member of the community. You're into blockchain, they're into blockchain. No Allah, no problem. Become a member. Every day, try and deliver value. Let people see your face. Let them hear your voice. I mean, of course, I'm speaking metaphorically because it's a WhatsApp group. But people should be seeing you. You help people solve problems. If people are talking about challenges that they're facing in blockchain or Web3 or whatever, be a helpful resource. So, oh boy, you're facing this problem. I know how I faced this problem too when I was in my business. This is how I take solve them. And then you now put the message there. After a while, people be like, oh, okay, this guy, this guy, this guy. They know you. Then when you're ready to now roll your own thing, when you're ready to now launch your own thing, and you talk to the web admin, say, bros, I beg. You'll be like, no problem, no problem. And now it's okay. You're one of us. You be my guy. No Allah, no problem. Just show me first. Let me be sure that the thing is okay. That will be the scope. That will be the attitude. So deliver value on these groups. Take part in the conversations on these groups. When you're a member of the group, it's not just a matter of dropping your messages there. You're also trying to get qualitative data. Qualitative just means you're trying to get insights. Because from the things that they talk about, especially as it relates to your own product, your service, your offering, you'll be able to get some insights. What are people really worried about? What are the problems they're trying to solve? Where is it choking people? You'll be able to take those insights to be able to innovate on your product or your service offerings. You'll be like, oh, we're already designing this thing one way, but based on what people are saying, this is how we suppose, we should change it like this, we should change it like that. Like yesterday, I was listening to an advertising podcast, and what were they talking about? So was it Kleenex or one of these brands like this? But basically, it's one of these brands like tissue, not tissue. So during the Second World War, something was invented that was supposed to be part of the filtration device for gas masks. Then the war ended, and they had all these things left over. So people saying, "What we do with this thing?" So they started selling it, but they were selling it as makeup removal kit. At the end of the day, madam, use this thing, just wipe your face. But they realized that people are not using this thing for makeup removal. People are using it to blow their nose. You have catarrh, you blow your nose. You finish eating chips, there's oil on your hand, you wipe your hand. That's what people are using it for. So what did they do? They switched advertising. I can't remember if it's Kleenex. Anyway, so they switched advertising tactics. Like, oh, we want people to be using this thing as makeup removal. People are not, the community, they're not using this thing as makeup removal. They're using this thing to blow their nose. They're using this thing to wipe their hand. And that's the messaging that took off. So, listening, paying attention to communities and how they're dealing with, whatever problems it is you think you're trying to solve can help you to innovate on how you produce whatever you have, on how you market whatever it is you have. So be a member of these groups and pay attention. Don't just go in there and spam. When you're a member of the group, when you've been active in the group, when you've been embedded in the group, when you've been delivering value in the group, when you've been taking part in conversations in the group, it is then that people will give you permission to talk about your stuff organically for free. They will even help you serve. They will give you free advice. Or instead of like this, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. But ultimately, what I'm here to talk about this morning is I'm trying to warn you, founders, business owners, trying to launch whatever it is you're trying to launch. Stop this whole drop mentality. Okay, let me just go here and drop. Let me go here and drop. Let me go here and drop. Stop this drop mentality. You end up just creating a lot of spam. And honestly speaking, the reason why the WhatsApp group admin is charging you a ridiculous amount because I am yet to meet somebody who said they spoke to a WhatsApp group admin and the WhatsApp group admin gave them a reasonable figure, in quote. First of all, what's a reasonable figure? I don't know. But there's nobody I've met who said that the figure was reasonable. The reason why they are trying to charge you an arm and a leg and they're charging you outrageous figures is because they are tired of being abused. They've created this group. They have their own reasons for creating this group. But then they see that every single day, 10, 15, 20 of you are trying to spam the hell out of the group. So they've given up. They say, at least let me make some bread from it now. At least 10 people are asking me every day. If I tell all of them 100K, and out of those 10, 3 people pay, is it not 300K? Is it not good? That's their mentality. That's why they're charging you. They're tired of people abusing their groups. So don't use the group this way. Stop spamming these groups. For this kind of strategy to work, it has to be a full-blown community strategy. So for my client now who's dropping this thing, unfortunately, it's too late. You see, that's why Chinese people say the best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. But if you didn't plant it 25 years ago, okay, plant it today. Because if you need the shade from the tree or the fruit from the tree, it would help if you planted the thing 25 years ago, the fruit would be here. If you're going to do community strategy, the best time to have done community strategy was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You should have been a member of these groups, like from 4 years ago. So that today, when you're launching, they'll be like, our guy, then they'll be behind you. It's a community strategy. Look for collaborators. Don't look for places to spam. So you join the community, you try and fill them out. Like, okay, are they my people? Are we on the same page? Okay, this guy is here, this guy is here. Okay, so I see these guys can be collaborators in the future. Hey, no problem. I'll follow them, they yarn. That's the scope. They call it a community strategy. If you listen to online marketing people, that's what they call it. They say community strategy. Strategy. Ongoing. We have been doing it since. Not tactic. Tactic is the one that you do one time, that you drop. So they call it community strategy, not community tactic. So you want this thing to work? You want to try a community based strategy? You want to take advantage of Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, LinkedIn groups, whatever groups to drop the message? Get involved. Be a member of the group. Then give that thing time. So if you want to launch next year, April 16th, then you had better start joining all these communities today, at least a year in advance. If you join 20 of these communities and you come up with a strategy for how to deliver value, how to be known, how to take part, how to be a valuable member, how to contribute, who knows? Out of those 20 communities, by the time you're ready to drop in 1 year's time, who knows? Out of the 20, maybe 5 or 6 of them might say, no problem, you're our guy now. No problem. Go ahead. We're behind you. All right, so that's all for today. So basically, stop using WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups and all whatnot for sponsored promotions. It's not going to work. You're going to get heartbroken. And I've told you how you can get these things to work. Be embedded, be a member of the community. So thank you very much for your time and attention. Remember, if you'd love to connect with me, call me, send me a text message or a WhatsApp message on 080-6466-2140. Then, if you don't have 20 minutes to listen to podcast episodes, ask to be joined to the WhatsApp group. I'll send you the link, and every day you will get your PDF summary of a podcast episode. It's going to be 5 pages only. It'll take you 3 to 5 minutes to read it and to get all the intel. This is what we spoke about. These are the takeaways. This is what you should apply. So thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll catch you all some other time.